Hey everybody, welcome back to the Just Listen the First Time podcast. We've got Fletcher, we've got Casey, and I am Mark, and we're happy to be back with you. It's been a little bit of a hiatus for us. We've been busy in the grind of the school year and the...
Yep.
Yeah, and just fall turning into winter and all that stuff. Although our fall is kind of extended. We've had decent-ish weather as of late, but so that's been kind of nice.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about that?
I do think that fall turns into winter. I was agreeing with you on that one.
Okay, thank you for agreeing. That's usually a pretty proven fact.
Seasons.
So, yeah, seasons. You know.
Yep.
But otherwise, how are you guys doing? Just in general, how's the school year rolling? How are you getting into the swing of things? And Fletcher's got a nice little smirk here, but he's doing well. Let's just say
he's
that.
doing
Here
good.
we go.
Am I? Am I? No.
You're fine.
I'm doing fine. That's all I got. I'm doing fine.
You know what makes it like, you know what always comes with this time of year is like, we get into the daylight savings time and where it's like dark when you wake up and it's almost dark when we get back home. And that's a hard grind all on its own. Right?
That's why we do the Christmas season with all the Christmas lights.
Yeah, you gotta light up the place.
Light them up.
Otherwise we don't see any light except our classroom lights. Yeah,
Literally.
But Casey, how are you?
I'm good. Yeah.
Doing good?
Yeah.
Nice.
It's been a good year.
Yeah. Good.
I've had the same class twice.
Mm-hmm.
So that's nice to have the kids again. And I would really recommend it to anybody who wants to try looping.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
How are you, Mark?
Mark?
I'm pretty good. Yeah. I mean, I'm like perpetually tired. Just, I think that's where you're at when you got young kids and you got 24 8-year-olds, with you all day, or 8 or 9-year-olds. So, you're just constantly tired. And that's where I'm at. So, but I mean, it's not always bad. It's just, that's how it is.
Just how it is.
Tired.
Constantly tired.
Very tired.
Yeah.
But you watching any good shows lately?
I've heard of this one called Severance.
Yes, it's so good. You guys need to
Yeah.
watch it. But we're just getting caught up on Yellowstone.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, everybody's watched it, right?
Yeah,
But
classic.
we finally...
I haven't watched season 5, but
From
We
what
are
I've
towards the end of
heard-
season 4 right now.
From what I've heard, because season 5 is the most recent, right?
Yeah.
It's not quite like the rest.
Yeah.
That's
Right.
all I've heard, and I don't want to say anymore.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I haven't watched it, so that's just what
you
I've heard.
yeah.
That's just what I've heard.
Yeah.
So blame everybody else.
Okay.
Who say these
Spoiler
things.
alert.
No, I'm
supposed to say
I'm
that.
sorry, I didn't try to spoil. Anyways, okay, well, cool. Okay,
You watch any good shows?
big gulps, huh? Well, see you later. All right.
This is going to be a good one, I can
Yes. Okay, but you know what? We've kind of been like when we were discussing what we want to talk about on this episode, we kind of were like, you know what? We're fantasizing a little bit about things that we would like that would just make like the perfect school, right? Like it could be how things operate. It could be parts of your building that make things fantastic. So it could be across the board, any of that, but things that you would maybe like ideally put into a school if you had an unlimited budget and could just go for it.
I'm imagining the book If I Built a School. Have you guys read that?
No.
Have you read If I Built a Car?
Yes.
No.
It's
I
the
have.
same author.
Oh, yes.
And
Yep.
but like
It's a picture book.
and he puts like a swimming pool in the car, and
That does not
it's
seem like
just
it'd be
really,
a good idea.
really the car is made
Pimp
of
My
rubber. So then,
Remember that show?
what?
Pimp My Ride? Where people get like a fish tank in their backseat. It's like, is this practical?
And you got TVs coming out of every nook and
Yeah.
cranny. Like, how often are you going to stand and watch a TV at your car?
Yeah. Pretty often, apparently.
Well, anyway.
I wonder where those cars are
So
today.
that's kind of what we're going to chat about today. So, who wants to dive in?
Fletcher, you said you had some ideas.
I do, because I just, like, I saw this one on TikTok. This was Miss Scheibe. And I told Mark this one. And I think this would be fantastic. I would 200% put this in my classroom. I'd want it, use it, utilize it. Conversation pit.
What's a conversation?
You know, like
pit?
in like the 70s, how they had like those sunken living rooms. Like, put that at the front of your classroom.
It's a good one, though.
So like you have your whole classroom, and then the front is sunken in. So your morning meeting, you guys can all
Oh, I
go
see.
there.
So it's
Like
like
2
stadium
steps down.
seating.
Stadium seating, yeah, like just 2 or 3 steps, and then during your lesson
I
too,
was
like
imagining a smaller.
no. Yeah,
just a crater.
one hole for me to stand and to talk. No, like
So you're at eye level while they're
Yes.
sitting.
sunken stadium seating, just because like whole group
Perfect.
lessons, morning meeting, like how cool would that be?
That would be awesome. And then it's like when you're in there, it's
I can tell you're still that's like not what you thought. Like you were on the same page. I can tell by the tears in your
Sorry.
eyes. But
we made Casey cry.
yeah,
We've talked
that
about
was.
this.
We are
in
4
episodes
minutes in, and she
prior.
is tears are flowing.
I'm just tired.
She's about to cry a river. That's a hyperbole.
Okay. Anyway.
So I
That sounds
want a
fun.
conversation pit.
I was elaborating and then Casey was crying.
Sorry about that. Yeah. It
I'm
happens.
just kidding. But the cool thing about that is like you already have maybe like a rug space, right? But and the kids know like when they're there, it's like okay, we're learning, doing whatever. This would be like magnifying that, where it's like, oh, we're mean business down in the conversation pit, you know,
And,
like,
and then it just think like more comfy and also just like
homey.
like and you're like instead of being like so spread out like and on top like you could I don't know I just feel like it'd be like better. You have different levels, different angles.
I love it.
Yeah.
I think it's a fantastic idea.
Yeah, and then just even too, if it was during a lesson, if kids came up close, if they wanted to, like it's not blocking. Like sometimes kids bring up chairs, and the people at their tables can't really see. What's like if you come up close, you're sunken, so like they can still see over the top of you
Yeah,
because you're in the conversation pit.
I didn't know
Yeah.
it was called a conversation pit.
Well, I also did not.
Okay,
It
but
also
it's
might
real.
not be.
That's the real name.
I don't know. That's what Shivey said. If it's not, it should be because we're gonna have a lot of conversations in this pit.
That's true.
Let me tell you what.
It makes sense.
I feel like you should throw some like balls in there. Like a
Well,
ball pit.
Then
You could for a class party.
Oh,
only for the class party.
party,
Only
Otherwise,
class party.
not very much learning's gonna happen down there. That's too many distractions, at least for my class. So no ball pits, only
Or
conversation
any
pits.
class.
Yeah, in
Just
class. That'd be a
ball
terrible
pit.
idea.
Like, hey, let's do math in the ball pit.
Let's estimate how
All
many
right.
balls are in the pit.
Please come to the ball pit, everybody.
Everybody jump in. Please no
Spread
puking
your-
or coughing or sneezing.
Just a full disclosure: we are not recommending a ball pit.
No.
No,
Not.
only
Or
a
the
sunken
ideal
conversation
classroom.
pit.
Okay, cool.
Okay, now that that one's done. Who's next? Look
Casey,
at my
you
list.
got one, or otherwise I can go. It's
Yeah,
up to you.
you go.
Okay. We actually conversed about this one prior to recording, and it's more about the like makeup of your school. I really like pods, and not every place has that. But I would want it to be focused around like a central communal space, right? So like you have like just a little wing off of a space, and then you like have an upper and
So you
lower
don't
level.
feel isolated from all
Right.
the other grade levels. 'Cause
Right.
that's what we were
So-
talking about earlier.
Yes, because I don't want it to be like a long hallway where you're just by yourself. You know, like kind of like our kindergarten area is sort of that way,
Yeah.
and I know they talk about it all the time. How they're like just
They're in their
own
own
little
world.
corner and don't make it. Like, except at lunch, I think they kind of make it a point to go to like the lounge area so that they like see other people and do that sort of
Right.
thing. But I student taught in a building where it was like you walked into this big foyer area, and all maybe not all of them because there was a lot of kids in the school, but there were a few grades off of this main foyer area, like downstairs and upstairs. Each grade level had its own like collaborative space in between all of them, you know, and I thought that was really cool because like the upstairs rooms had like a railing so you could still see over to this middle spot. It wasn't just a wall blocking it off. So I thought it felt really like you're in your own little area, but you can use this communal space in the middle or the collaborative between the.
Do you know what would be really
classes.
neat? It was in the little collaborative space. It would be cool if it was in each classroom, but you know, like a little kitchenette.
I thought you were going to say a garage door.
Why a garage door?
Because that's my next on my list. You explain the kitchenette first, and then I'll come
Yeah.
back.
Explain the
I know.
kitchenette.
I already have an idea about maybe similar to your garage door. But anyway, like having a kitchenette or having like a place, probably bigger, not like a tiny kitchenette, but bigger. So like if you want to do, I know you guys might not do this, but make cookies or something, or do something more real life, then kind of bring in the.
Yeah.
There's many times I'm like, oh, I want to do this. I'm like, oh, I don't have.
Well, no, because even
the
like,
things,
like
or
math and measuring and baking and do this, and you could prep it in your classroom and then bring it out there and pop in the cookies and
Yeah,
make
then
them.
the kids could. They would. How much would they love that?
They would.
They would think that's
Think
sweet.
about kindergartners doing that with the gingerbread man.
Oh my gosh, it'd be so cool.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Shout out to one of our kindergarten teachers, Molly, who dresses up as the gingerbread man.
Yeah, it's
And
awesome.
does that. Like, that's pretty
Unless
cool.
you're a kindergartner listening, then I'm not sure who. That's
Yeah.
the real gingerbread man.
It's not her. I've
no,
seen it.
that's not-
I've seen Molly
It's
take a
not
picture
her?
with the gingerbread man before.
Oh. Okay, so then I was wrong, but she sets it all up.
Yeah.
Okay.
She knows him. Sends him a letter.
Yeah.
Going
Okay.
off of pods,
Yeah.
I have garage doors. That's my number 2. So another social media one, literacy for big kids. You would like her.
Okay.
She has a garage door in her classroom, and right away I thought it'd be cool if the garage door opened outside. But I'm like, that's not practical. It opens. Hers opens up to a communal area like that, and I believe she says like we don't open it a ton, but think how nice it'd be like when we do like our
Wait,
selling.
they actually have one.
Yeah, I'll show you guys a
Sweet.
picture when we're done.
Yeah, I would
and
love-
it's just
I
like
would love
first
to
of all,
see.
you just get some nice light in there, and then 2, if every classroom had that, how cool it'd be for like big class celebrations or when we do our selling of products.
Do you
And
were you guys ever part of rooms that had?
the foldable walls?
Yeah, the
My
foldable
elementary
walls.
did, yeah.
Yeah.
And we loved the foldable wall. I
Those
did.
were cool, and you'd open them all up.
I mean,
and
it
see
wasn't
the
because
class
you could see through, or you could hear through the walls super
Yeah.
easily. So on your birthday, you could choose 2 things. It was like I don't even remember what the other option was because no one chose it. The one we all chose was like the birthday echo. So we would yell like, "Happy birthday, Casey!" And then the other class would hear it. So then you'd wait like 5, 4, 3, and then they would yell it back because you could hear through the wall.
That's cool.
That's fun.
But anyway, so the walls
We
were
did
closed.
have that in our school.
The accordion walls. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, we did.
where,
Yeah.
Jobs.
Yep.
yeah, we did.
Yeah,
the
Christine
whole
and,
computer lab.
Yep. Yep, exactly.
Yeah, so I don't want it like so. I would want my own walls and stuff like that. I'd want this garage door to open up into the pod, that collaborative area. Mm-hmm. So it's like when you do want, or even if you wanted your class just not to have to go through a door, like if they were going to be working.
Why does it have to be a garage door?
Because how cool it just
Can it-
opens. It's just big and airy.
But can
and
it
fun.
just be one of those sliding glass door, or like a?
No, it's got to be a garage door.
Yeah.
Why is it? I'm thinking
But it's like
about
but
how
it's-
it goes up on the ceiling.
But it's a glass
and,
garage door, so it looks cool.
Can
Why
you
didn't
fog
you
either
just do
glass?
like a cool big sliding door?
Because where's it sliding to?
It slides. Do you
Is it-
watch HGTV?
Can it go into like the wall so it's like a pocket sliding door, but
Maybe.
window? Like I know what you're talking about, where it's like 3 levels.
Or they
of-
can accordion.
All right, fine. I just want a big door that opens up to the pod.
Okay.
Could you,
I think
I
that'd be
wanted
really
a garage
cool.
door. I'm gonna find
I
it.
could
do
you,
like that.
Could you do a garage door to the outdoors though?
You could, but then I was like, why?
Bugs and things, I
Yeah,
get it.
'cause
But
like-
like the feeling of nature, if
I
you don't
would love
open
it.
up
I would
to
love
a
a patio.
road.
Yes.
But what you would
Just
do,
a little deck.
Yeah.
From them to go read on.
Yeah.
Oh, you
you'd
guys
have
would
to
be so
have
great.
like a second thing that was like a screen that
Yeah.
goes up.
like
You
like
know?
a screened-in porch off of your deck.
That'd be
Yeah,
pretty
I would
cool.
take
Or
it.
off of your classroom.
That
I
would
would
be
take it.
pretty cool.
Wouldn't
Yeah.
that be sweet? And then we'd have even those doors that you open and it's like they creak open and they slam.
I don't
Like a
want
porch
that.
door?
I literally do not want that.
No, I don't want that
I
either.
do not want to hear that
But
all
you
day.
want it for like a nostalgia
I
factor.
do.
If you
I
like.
do.
You can take that. I'll take my garage
Put
door.
some plants out there. Yeah, yours
I'll
is
take
like
plants.
all industrial. Mine, I'm like, let's just
Yeah, I
make
want-
it feel like we're not, I don't know, just like in the wilderness.
Yeah,
So
I will
basically-
take the industrial.
Basically, you just make. What if you made like one big communal area in the middle, but then smaller collaborative spaces right off of that, and then each class, that teacher had a house. Right? Like, I mean, like,
So we're gonna live on ground
essentially, that's what we're coming up with. I feel
no,
like.
Garage,
With a
and
screened-in porch, and then you
Home
just live
away
there.
from
And then there's a game room. And
Actually,
and a kitchenette.
no, a full kitchen here, guys. It's a house. But how actually
I'm just saying she already brought the
think
kitchenette.
about this? That actually wouldn't be a horrible idea, because think about, I'm feeling a little bored. I'm going to go to the gym, and you've got your teacher buddies all just playing
It would
hoops in the
be
gym.
really
or
fun if
throwing
we all, like, if
frisbees.
you got along with your coworkers, that'd be so much fun.
You'd have to get along with everybody.
And then,
which
but
we
also,
do.
like, live and work together and be like, you never, yeah. I'm going for my
So-
dream school situation. I'm not living on ground.
No, I know, I'm
I am-
kidding. That was a joke.
I am gonna say though, like, when my husband worked at a different job, it was at IBM, and they had ping pong tables, like a huge room of just like ping pong tables and foosball, like just like a rec room, because I knew it was just important for people to get up and like play, like socialize
break
and get
and-
away from, you know.
Yeah, I get it.
So yeah, maybe that for the teachers
I get it. Yeah.
or the kids.
Or the kids. Or
I mean, the kids would probably like it too.
Look at my list, because my top two were conversation pit and I can garage door.
Nice. Nice.
Cool.
What
Oh,
if...
that one's gone. Collaborative, great little space.
Have you said one yet? I
Instead
forget.
of kitchenette.
Kitchenette.
So you go
that's
next. Go again.
Yeah, go again.
Well, my dreams of schools is like not the way
Outdoorsy.
schools are. Yeah.
Yeah.
Squeaky doors, squeaky
Yeah,
doors.
screw.
Creaky.
I don't know if you guys are ready for me to paint that picture yet.
No, paint it right now. I have my canvas eyes on.
Okay. Well, if I feel that schools, what?
He said, I have my canvas eyes on.
Like, when I look at her canvas that she's painting.
Okay.
Okay.
So this wouldn't be probably ideal for our current education system that we're in, because it just wouldn't work. But if it did, I would want to have an outdoor school that's you are inside half the time and outside half the time, because you still have to do some learning inside. You know, there's just stuff you got to do. But my dream, like if I opened my own school, would have your own, like almost like a cabin-y, but bigger, right? And you'd have all those things, the kitchenette, you'd have the porch,
Screened in porch.
you'd
Yes.
have the screened-in porch where they can go out and read. The windows would be like floor to ceiling, so you just are looking out at nature. And then it's on this like huge plot of land, and then the kids just do all their learning outside.
So why wouldn't we like this?
You would like this, but it wouldn't work in the way that
Oh,
our
I thought you
parents
told us our eyes weren't ready, so that's why I put on my canvas eyes.
Because I fantasized about this a lot. There's way more to it. I've
Oh,
even
yeah.
thought about how I'd run it. I've thought a lot about it.
I know you have.
I know.
We've heard
I know.
about it. Yeah,
I know.
It's a great idea.
I know. I think that would be sweet. Mm-hmm. But the thing is, too, is that not every teacher wants to teach like that either. So
Right.
it's
Yeah.
a very, very specific type of learning.
A district not that far from us has half day in school, half day outdoor. And I know the guy who teaches it. He's a good friend of mine. Shout out to Nick. And he loves it. He teaches just the outdoor portion, so he's outside all day, every day. Because I think it was 4th and 5th grade kids could opt into this,
Right.
And they don't have to, but they could opt into it where they would be bused from school to and I don't remember if it's like 4th grade is outdoors in the morning and 5th grade is outdoors in the afternoon or something like that, and then they just do their learning out there, do all sorts of cool activities and stuff.
Yeah.
And they've got a building out there that's like a classroom, if it's like inclement weather or whatever and can't be outside, but otherwise they're outside every day through the winter,
Right.
unless it's like negative
No such thing as
10
bad
or
weather.
something like that.
Only bad
They're-
clothes.
Right, exactly. Yeah, that's a Minnesotaism. But yeah. So and he really enjoys it. And I think he was kind of at the point of like burnout as a teacher and needing something different. And then this opportunity came along, and it's like completely rejuvenated him from when I talked to him last about it.
Though the only thing I would want to do, and maybe because I just want the control, but I would want to teach the inside and the outside. So I could like carry the inside to the outside and the outside to the inside. So you can kind of blend it easier.
Like garage door would be really easy on that.
Yes, it would be.
Yeah.
But how neat is it though they can opt in on that? Can I go on something different?
Yeah.
It's a little bit. So, like if kids could just choose, you know how like in our high school they kind of have that where they can choose like a path kind of?
Yeah, pathway.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it would be neat if they could do that somehow in elementary, but not, they don't get stuck in it or anything, but like, I don't know how it would exactly work. Maybe they get to try it for K through 3, like different avenues or something, because that would be so cool. And then if teachers are passionate about that particular avenue, then anyway, never mind. Forget it. That's a way different topic.
Okay.
That's going to go on a long time.
Rabbit hole this, you're saying? We could
hole it.
really go down the rabbit hole.
You totally could. Anyway, it would be really neat. I think it would be cool.
Stick a feather in that one.
Yep.
Is that the saying?
No, pin.
Pin.
Stick a pin?
Feather.
Just put a pin in that.
Feather
Stick
in
a
a hat.
feather in your
Let it
cap,
fly
yeah.
away.
Yeah.
Call it macaroni.
Hold on, I have a big hole in my knee. I just realized.
Oh.
I
We won't
noticed
call you-
that earlier.
I
and
actually did too, but we won't call you whole knee.
Hole knee. Just call me knee hole.
We'll call you part knee.
For those of you not watching on YouTube, Casey has a hole in her
Pant leg,
Legging?
not
Pant
in her
leg?
actual knee.
Oh, I get it. Not in my knee. Yeah, no. Got it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So, and she just noticed.
I did. I would. Yeah.
Anyways,
Okay. Well,
that's
go
okay.
ahead.
My next one is controversial. Controversial.
Oh.
I don't think either of you guys will agree with this one.
I'm ready.
Small class sizes.
Oh gosh, no. That sounds
No.
terrible.
No.
Why would you do that?
I know. Guys,
Terrible idea.
don't hate me, but hear me out.
I can't even listen
It's
to this.
just is a smaller class, and you can focus more and get to know each kid better as a human and as a learner.
That sounds. Why would you ever want?
I want to treat
do
them like
that?
people and not numbers, okay? And there's less papers for me to grade,
You know,
less conferences to have.
he makes a lot of great points.
I guess so.
I am pretty
I don't know,
persuasive.
Mark. Maybe we should think about that one.
Yeah, it's going to take some time to get used to. No, of course.
Yeah.
Love it.
Absolutely. Yeah, and I think that any school, I mean, like anybody ideally would have small class
Yeah.
sizes.
Well, I'm
It's
just making sure if this is going to be, we're saying a dream school. If you don't say
For
it, it's not
sure.
going to
Yeah,
happen.
you have to.
You
Yeah.
can't
For
have
sure.
garage doors and have 100 kids in a class.
No, you gotta have. Yeah.
Well,
no.
if you have the garage door and it leads to like an outdoor space, then you maybe
You could,
because
you could.
you'd have the space
Yeah.
to spread out. But
No, you're
I'm
wrong.
Kidding, I'm kidding.
No,
You're
you still have to
wrong.
keep track of them.
Air tags.
Where's Carl? Hey,
Yeah.
he's
Well, let me
he's over there.
find them in there, buzz them in. They make those AirTag bracelets
We've
now, you know.
officially
So
flown off the rails here at the JLFT studio.
Yeah. So I think that's a great idea.
Okay.
I've always been a fan of small class sizes.
all right, Mark, we're going clockwise, so it's back to you.
Oh gosh, I wasn't prepared for this. For me to go back again right away. Do you
This is
have
only
any
your
on your
second one.
mind?
No.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Okay,
Fletcher, come
I
up
got
with
one.
another- Okay.
So we've talked about
Let me
this
think.
before a little bit. 4 days.
Oh yeah.
Fifth
Interesting.
day.
Yes.
The 5th day is teacher work day.
Yeah, prep day, plan day, grade day.
I'm not sure how I feel about it as a parent.
What if, since this is
But-
going to be such an outdoor schooly area, what if in order to
Oh.
allow paras and stuff to like also have a full work week, maybe they could we could have like a childcare system if they needed, if parents needed on that day where they could come to school and could be supervised. But
Yeah.
Like
with
if hourly employees
because
wanted
our-
more hours.
Because our hourly and yes.
But also the paras be getting paid a lot because we need more paras and we appreciate paras. So that's part of
Yes.
our school system too, is they will be get paid a great salary.
Yeah. For sure. Yeah, I think that would be. I think I would like 4 days.
Yeah, it would be hard. Yeah, for sure. With the current system, it'd be hard for parents, like, because just our general them like 9 to 5
Yeah,
work week, whatever.
it would be frustrating.
But for teachers, be very nice.
right.
Yeah.
So this is our
This isn't
perfect world.
ideal for
This is-
parents.
this-
It's ideal
yeah,
for
yeah.
teachers and
Yeah,
students.
that's what we're talking
We just worked it out. We're gonna also allow optional childcare for free on Fridays in our outdoor learning area.
I wonder how many parents would take up that. I bet a lot would.
Why? Yeah. We're gonna
That's
find out
got to
when
be
we
a lot
open
of
our
parents
school.
to take care of.
Venmo me at Fletcher Nelson so we can open the school. What? I didn't say that.
Yeah.
Probably take like $24 maybe.
24.
Yeah.
20, maybe 25.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Cost
Just
of,
round up.
Cost of lumber's gone up a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought.
What's
of one.
yours?
I thought of one, and this is probably more so for us, like specifically us.
Us three?
Well, our school, as compared to maybe other districts, or maybe not. I guess I don't know how other districts do this, but one thing that I would love is to have art all year.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Because we only have it half the year right now. And it's by nobody's fault, right? It's just the
No.
way that we're
Yeah.
sharing an art teacher between two elementary schools,
God,
right?
she works so
it is what it
stinking
is.
hard. She works
Yeah.
with like a
She does.
1,200 kids.
Over
Yeah.
1,000.
And-
Take that off my list now too.
But so we've had Megan on our podcast before, and she is fantastic.
shout out to Megan.
Yeah.
And
or sing out to Megan, according to Casey. But for real though, like mostly like could it it could give teachers an extra thing each week, like an extra chunk of time to have a little bit of extra
Just a
prep on their own.
added bonus
But,
too.
which is an added bonus, but not because of that, mostly because a guy like me who is not very artistic when it comes to creating things like that, I am just not equipped to help kids explore all those outlets in like a way where I can help it.
Yeah.
You know what
Right.
I mean? Like
Yep.
I want them to explore these creative outlets, and a lot of them do that through art, and that's not my strength.
Yeah.
And,
So-
and like she's so good at doing it in so many different ways. Like those 4th grade sewing projects this year.
Yeah.
How cool were those?
Yeah, they're really cool.
Like, I don't know. I'm just because she was a first year teacher last year.
Yeah.
And like already this year being her second year, like adding that in, and just I'm excited to see the cool things she does. But yeah, it'd be cool to have.
It'd be
art all
really
year.
nice. Just like, we were saying 4-day work week before, so you can have extra prep on Friday. But even just having that, it's like 40 minutes, right? A
Yeah.
week. That's just so nice.
Beneficial for the kids and beneficial for us. It's like
yeah,
a bang bang.
I get
like,
a lot done
Yeah.
during
we're getting
that
a lot
prep
done, and
time.
they're getting a lot.
And
Yeah.
part of
Yeah.
part of the thing is too is because that prep time isn't shared with anybody
Yeah,
else.
so you just everybody else has to teach their class during that, so you can't go.
I can't
be
go
distracted.
bother people, or
Yeah.
they can't come bother me. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
To
and
get work
that's
done.
that part's big for me because
Yeah.
I go bother people.
Yeah.
So and I can't. Okay, I gotta
Like, all right, I
actually
guess I should do
buckle
something.
down and
Yeah.
get something done.
Nope, I
but I
agree.
also then know, nobody's gonna be coming in probably to bug me, so I can,
so you can get
actually
things
do
done.
things.
Right.
It's a good.
No
it's a
one
good
knows
thing.
when your art prep is. So even like specialists or like special ed teachers or case managers that need to come talk to you,
Anybody, yeah.
no one knows. It's like a secret.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not.
awesome.
It's on the
literally
master
on her
schedule.
door.
It's on
It's
the
on her
door.
door.
But no one's gonna try to look it up and figure it out. 'cause
Yeah,
it's so
because
much work.
it's a day and a time
Right.
of the day. Like you
No.
don't. Yeah, I agree.
It's awesome.
But think about if you had it the entire year. You talked about that sewing project. Think about how many cool projects
I
would
know.
be happening
I know.
if they had it.
And
the
I just
full
keep
year.
thinking how she's doing
This
this
one's
crazy
actually
1,200
feasible.
kids.
Like we could actually do this
yeah,
one.
this one should be done.
I mean, I don't know the garage doors and the.
well, garage doors are like top of the list. Let's go garage door and then Megan full time. Like, come on. Sorry, I'm
Right.
just kidding, Megan. You're number one.
No, but if we
I
could
think-
get another art teacher and have one at each building.
Oh, for sure.
For
Yeah.
our district specifically,
And
right? So
if we had small class sizes, I think that our art teacher Megan would like small class sizes too.
for sure.
Yeah, help her be able to do
More projects,
Yeah.
better projects.
Yeah.
But since we're on this topic, if you're listening and you're from another district, we want to hear about your
Garage door situation.
garage door situation. If you're in other districts and you have a really great art situation or you have a non-existent art situation, tell us about it.
Yeah.
Send us comments about it, and we just want to hear, because we don't know what it's like in other districts as far as art goes.
No.
Right? Because we've all been teaching here for a really long time.
I know,
'cause
like
we're
when
all
I
old.
student taught, they had an art teacher that rotated in every 6 days. Like, so they were on like a day system. So day 1, day 2, day 3.
And I think
And
when
I
I
kind
student
of wish
taught,
she was like that too, though. Ours was, because then you wouldn't miss your lessons. Like if you got a snow day or whatever, you wouldn't miss your Thursday if you were a Thursday day.
I think when I student taught, it was you had an art week.
Oh.
So you went every day during that specific week.
Yeah.
And
In like
and then you
lieu
were
of gym
off
and
for
music,
a while.
or
No,
additionally.
Yeah, I don't remember. That was too
Yeah,
long ago.
that was a long time.
But I think we went to art every single day for a week, and then you were off for quite a while.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I don't know if I
it
like
gave
that.
It
I
gave
don't-
you the time to do a project all at the same time, I guess.
But it's so hard to prep. Like, I'm just thinking as a teacher, like our point of view, to prep all of our stuff. Like, you have a week to.
Right.
I mean, what do you do in that week?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, you can't.
I don't know.
It's kinda like-
think that I. Yeah,
It's kind of
I
like when
said, it was
people
a
say
long time ago.
you have all summer to plan lessons. What?
Right.
What? How can you plan
Yeah,
that far in advance?
Old man Jenkins, what are you talking about? You got all summer.
Got all
you
summer to
young
plan lessons.
whippersnappers.
That's summer we don't get paid for. Wonderful.
Oh man. Well,
right,
anyways,
well.
art
Art.
all year would be fantastic. 'Cause,
That would be great.
We love it. We love art.
Mm-hmm.
Even me, who's art illiterate, loves art. So,
Well,
yeah.
you know I want every classroom to have a class dog. Oh. Would that be sweet?
That'd be fantastic.
You just have like how many classrooms do we have? 20? Just 20 dogs in the building.
20, more than that.
Maybe you could do
20
each grade level has a dog.
6. We have 26 in our
That's
school.
maybe a little too much. How about every grade level?
Not
have-
enough dogs.
I know. It'd be great.
Could you choose the breed? Or
Like,
would it,
what do you
would
mean?
Like
the teacher?
no, like what kind of a dog you have in your classroom.
Oh, well, Jana.
Yeah, so okay, you pick a golden doodle.
I would pick or a golden retriever.
We're all big golden
Yeah.
fans. We love the Goldens. Fletcher has 2 golden retrievers. Casey has a golden doodle, and I have a golden retriever. So
Right.
we love Goldens. We love other dogs too, but that's just what we.
I know. I grew
what we
up with
settled
black
upon.
labs, and my dad was like,
I grew up with a lab too.
it was like a family tradition that they got black labs. So we kind of broke that tradition, getting a doodle.
Did it upset anybody?
He loves Jana.
Good. Of course.
He's
How
like,
couldn't
she
you?
is the nicest dog. I'm like, I know. She is.
Yep.
She's a nice girl.
Yep.
Until she eats a plant.
Well, since we're talking about dogs, I mean, we love dogs. Yeah, my parents have a lab. Still, we had a lab growing. Part of growing up, I guess. I had a golden retriever also growing up. So, but they have a lab, and she's great. And my brother has like a mix of a whole bunch of things. And
Floki.
yeah, and he's awesome. He's a super great pup too. So there's other good dogs out there. We're all just on the golden train.
Yeah.
Love the Goldens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Fletcher.
Thanks. If
So-
you were trying to watch, sorry you can't see us anymore. I tried to fix the camera. That's why I was absent from the
Yeah,
vocals, but
he's kind of
I
our
don't
tech
know.
guy.
I don't know what's going on. So, anyways,
So we're just with no camera
They
right
can
now?
only hear us.
All right.
Sure.
So you
So
can.
if you're watching on YouTube-
oh my gosh, Casey, are you really? The dogs are coming out. Huh?
If you're
been
watching
a
on
long-
YouTube,
You're not watching
just,
anymore.
You're just getting a picture.
Yeah.
Technical difficulties that teachers, we understand that.
Yeah.
Yep, you
Yeah.
gotta just go with it. Gotta
Yeah.
roll.
Yeah. Well, anything else, you guys, that you are thinking about
Did
in
you
the
notice
ideal
that
school?
none of our stuff that we said was anything technology related?
No, I was thinking that too. I'm like, I don't
Isn't
really
that
need the tech.
interesting?
I don't really care about that.
I don't either.
The only other thing, like, this kind of goes with Casey's because she already said it, but like, I just want like a big playground area. Like, I
Yes.
want room for like a kickball field. I want basketball courts. I want a soccer field. I want a big old playground. I want.
I also want a forest
Yeah, and a forest.
to go
Yes.
through. I mean, come on, guys. They need
I know.
trees.
They do need trees, but I just like I want a big outdoor area.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you ever get annoyed of me talking about the elementary school I went to?
No.
Okay, because sometimes I mention it like
I
maybe a little too much, but
want
I was
that
really
school's
lucky.
Awesome.
I was actually really fortunate
It's
to be
a
able to
magnet
go to the
school.
school. Yeah, it was the first one in the United States, I believe. Is
In the
a
whole
true-
United States?
Yes,
I thought it was just Minnesota.
I think it's the United
Wow.
States. I'll have to fact check, but
Fact check. I
my
don't even know what magnet school means.
yeah, I don't. I
Magnet
guess
schools are kind of like what I was talking about, like
it's-
picking. Well, not necessarily. They have like different things they focus on.
Okay.
So like there could be like a magnet school in arts and education. So
Like
you
I've
would-
heard of them. I guess I just
could
don't.
go
I'm like
and
never
focus a
fully
little more
understood.
on playing your instrument or doing
Yeah.
dance or something.
Sure. Yeah. So the now the school itself, it was in a really small town. So you were there was one class per grade. So you were with the same kids for the most part, unless people came and went, like moving. So that part, I guess I don't necessarily always love, but a guy I went to school with the entire time is like one of my best friends still to this day. So that's cool. But we went to this school that had all that. We had a kickball field. We had 2 monster flat spaces of grass to play football or
And you had
soccer or whatever. We had a
cross-country
huge
skis.
playground. We had a forest
Right?
with cross country. You could cross country ski during recess in this. We had a skating rink with a warming house.
This is what kids need.
And we had a big sledding hill to sled down in the winter.
So
this,
why in the
this
world-
place was I didn't realize how lucky I was to
Is
have
it
Yeah.
all
still
of
like that? Like that? They still
Yes,
have all of that.
it is.
today?
And there's
now
a
they
wait
have
list.
huge.
Huge.
They have a huge garden that the kids go and help out and grow a bunch of stuff in.
This
They
is my
built this-
dream, you guys.
They
This
built
is what I want.
another playground that's even bigger. They built a nice basketball court with they.
How are
this-
their class? Are they still able to keep their class sizes low? I know they
I
did.
actually have no idea.
Okay.
I don't know how that is. I do know they had to build like a detached classroom, like
Yeah.
like a
Portable.
Yeah.
And so I don't know what grade is in that, but
You guys.
yeah, it's like honestly
it.
a really
Why
cool
aren't
spot.
more schools like? I mean, I understand in inner city that makes it really hard, but like in the country or when you have
It's hard to find the space.
I was
I
gonna
guess.
say, I
and
think a
who's
lot
gonna
of-
sell that land.
A lot of
and-
like the schools are within the town. Like we don't have the
That's
area
true.
to expand. I think that we're not in that big of a town. We don't have room
right.
where our current schools are.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's,
So
that's
it just
it's just a bummer, but that would be awesome.
I'm like kind of at a loss for words for how lucky I was to actually go to that school
And
be
we're
a part of that.
we're right by a lake too, so we're pretty lucky in that way. But it
Yeah,
is
we can walk
it is
to it and-
it's still like it's not our property though. You know,
Right.
it's public property, so
Right.
it's you still have to.
you never know who's going to be there, what's
Right.
going on.
Yep.
and- Yeah. Mm-hmm. For sure.
but yeah.
Yeah, there it is. You painted the perfect picture for the perfect
Who
school.
Who knew that? What we were talking about the whole
So-
time was where Mark went to elementary school.
Actually
Yeah.
went
I wonder
there.
if they've got garage doors now.
If they have garage doors, I'm moving
Do they
there
have
right
dogs?
That I don't know.
now. Dogs,
We'll have to
garage
look
doors, and
into it.
kitchenettes, and we're sold.
Kitchenettes, you guys. Yes, my elementary actually, my 4th grade classroom had a huge classroom and then a back little like kitchenette area, and then she also even had like a room like it was a separate, kind of like a little conference room that was attached to the room. So like if kids needed to go and work on something and had it's like a window you could see through it and stuff. If you need to work on a special project or whatever, you could go back in there, that room and work. Like that was pretty simple.
And,
like,
and where was that at? Sorry, I missed that.
that was my elementary.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Did, other than the walls that we did Happy Birthday through, do you know about my elementary school?
I do.
Yes,
I know
it was
Marcus.
underground.
Yeah, my underground one. So we had no
Yes.
windows.
I think you shared that on the podcast.
I might have. Underground.
Yeah, uniqueness. So we could make unique schools
You
with
bet.
all these
I mean,
things.
I know what not to do. I know not to make it underground.
Yeah, no windows.
Yeah.
It's just
Makes it a
No
little
dark.
windows,
moldy.
a lot of mold.
Yeah, but anyways,
We probably missed a lot of things that are ideal. So,
Oh, yeah, for
And
sure.
so what, we'd like to hear from other people what their
Exactly.
ideal.
leave some
Yeah.
comments. We'd love to look at it. Maybe what we got to do is put some of this on the old Instagram.
We gotta get
Yeah.
that going again.
Yeah, it's
Kind of
it's
been
been
slacking.
yeah, we've been slacking there,
a
but
bit.
you know, I think people understand that the school year gets busy and you just
Yep.
like
We
having
aren't
the
we
time for
aren't
all that is tough.
teachers who have we're still teaching. So
Mm-hmm.
we're like
That's what we do. That's our
squeezing this
job.
podcast
Yep.
in here and there.
teaching and parenting, whether it's human babies or fuzzy babies,
Yes.
Or both.
right?
Or-
both. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So, anyways, we appreciate you listening. It's always just a pleasure to hear from people who listen, and
Thanks for the comments. There's
yes.
there's people who make some really nice comments, and that's really nice.
yeah, because
So
we're
thank
just
you.
Yeah.
three friends, coworkers talking about the stuff that we like to talk about, and it's cool that other people like to listen into that, and hopefully we make you smile, make you laugh, think about
Make
things,
you cry.
and
Casey tears only though.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
make Casey cry, and and then we call it a day, and it's a good show if we do all those things. So
You bet.
we appreciate it. Like we said, we're on Instagram at JLFT_podcast. We've got
We might
we
do
might
both
be on
there.
Instagram.
I'm sorry, but I just love that you're looking at the camera.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
it's on.
Forget that it's not
Yeah,
running.
it's not going.
But anyways, yeah. So I don't know if you want to plug your own Instagrams. I don't ever go on mine, so
No, that's
I
fine.
only go.
I was
on
doing
the
really well at the beginning of
podcast.
school year, and now I'm I'm
It
yeah.
gets hard.
It's
it
tough.
gets hard to manage,
Mm-hmm.
but that's where we would love to hear your comments, or on YouTube or anything like that. So
Mm-hmm.
again, thanks for listening. It's always a pleasure. And we hope that your year is going well, and we will chat with you next time.
Here,
Cheers.
Cheers!
There.
Oh, let's make
Cheers.
this into the microphone.
Okay,
yeah.
here we go.
A little ASMR?
Cheers.
That was a three-way
Ooh, it's on my
cheers.
cup instead of my microphone. Did you see that?
Yeah.
You did what?
I went,
He said, ooh, into his cup.
okay.
All right. See you next time.
Bye.
See ya.